All right, it is early in the morning and we are back in the game here. I got lots of coffee. I am ready to go for the day. Our plan for today is probably just kill Vicky and start killing over this way, depending on who's in a golden age and whatnot and what our era score looks like and everything. For now, though, we are just kind of getting settled into this game, districting up, getting some Malon Raiders, building this armory, and from there we'll be able to move on to hopefully a domination victory, but might yet still be science. I do want to say, though, recently on Twitch, the link is in the description, twitch.tv/VanBradley. Some of the Twitch people over there, some of our community over on Twitch have suggested a few UI mods to me. I think what happened is Potato McWhiskey did a video with these mods and everyone loved them, so they just suggested them to everyone else they knew. So there's a few mods here we're playing with today. I'm just still testing them out a little bit. First is the Sucratax UI mod. So if you hover over your cities, it'll show you what tiles they're working without actually having to click the city. So that's one of the mods. The second one is the global relations panel. So it tells you who's at war with who and who's friendly with who just by hovering over their icons here. And it tells you like, hey, these guys are at war, these guys are in a cultural alliance, and it just gives you that information in a little bit of an easier way. And the next one that's really cool is the extended policy cards. I still don't know how I feel about these. I think part of the game is that it is meant to be a little bit vague with the numbers as to what each card does, but what is cool is it just tells you straight up what you're getting with each card. So we have Merchant Confederation here is giving us 21 gold per turn. Natural Philosophy is giving us 6. Aesthetics is giving us 8 culture. And what that does is it allows you to kind of learn. Well, first off, it allows people who are new to the game to learn what the cards do, which cards are good when, what they should be building at what time, things like that. But what it's helpful for me is it just helps really make clear what we're getting for each card so we can make some good decisions. So none of these mods have any effect on the gameplay. I don't think I'd ever use gameplay mods without obviously advertising it in the title or anything like that. They're just all little UI mods to help us out a little bit. So let me know how you feel about the mods in the comments. I've typically decided not to use mods at all because I want the game to look and feel as similar as possible for as many people. But let me know if you guys think these mods are cool, if we should keep using them, if we shouldn't. I'm not really sure, but I really like them. I've used them on Twitch a bit as well, and I think they're just like a little fantastic upgrade to what we're doing. I think in some of these coastal cities here, I am going to start to build boats. We will need some quadremes and eventually some frigates, and I think what we'll do is build some quadremes here and send them up this way just so they're in the area for when we do start to take out England. I'm going to put in press gangs to build those quadremes just a little bit earlier as well. Just a little bit of extra production there. Takes it down from 7 turns to 4 turns. So definitely worth putting it in just for a couple of quadremes so we have some units to upgrade to frigates later. Vicky, I hate to be this guy. I really do, but we're going to kind of come and kill you, mate. I don't know if friendship is on the horizon. Now, I've queued up this settler, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember where we wanted to settle. I mean, we have another good city over here. This river's flooded a few times because apocalypse mode, and has some decent tiles as well. We have some good cities. I'm just wondering if it's still worth the settler. Because I just think Warlord's Throne is better for us right now. We want to make sure we have Warlord's Throne before we start taking over cities here. I'm gonna stop the settler for a minute. I'm not sure we need more settlers if we're gonna be taking more cities. I think what we need is just to district up, get the art museums, get the Warlord's Throne in there, and start working with that. As we are ramping up here, we want to make sure we are spending our gold to economize. This is the part of the game where we're going to start building an army. What that means, though, is we won't have as much production available to be building art museums and archaeological museums or whatever else, universities or what's it called, lighthouses or whatever, just whatever the buildings are in each district is what I'm trying to say. And so we're going to be buying art museums with some of our gold. So if you see the gold numbers going up and then coming straight down, that's what we're doing with it. I've been a little more high on entertainment complexes lately. I'm starting to think of them kind of like industrial zones, where one well-placed entertainment complex, giving theater square adjacency, kind of just hanging out. When you put a stadium here, it's going to give some amenities to all these cities. One well-placed entertainment complex can very much be worth it, so we're going to grab one right here. I don't really want this great engineer instantly building ancient and medieval walls, but I don't really want to get in the habit of passing great engineers in a dramatic ages mode game, just because you always need the era score. So I think we'll take it. We'll build walls in some of our cities that'll be up at the front here near where England is, maybe some coastal ones over here, so we can't be attacked from that end. So it's not normally a great engineer I particularly like, but in this case I think it's one we'll take for the era score. I do want to get the Grandmaster's Chapel quite badly. I think at some point our faith economy is going to pop off. Now, we do have this great profit here to pop for a religion if we want to do that. I'm not sure we are going to want to do that, but it's there just in case. Also helps stop the religious victory if the AI is going to win it. What we really want, though, is the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is going to add a bunch of era score into this game for us, adding +1 era score to all of those kind of like big dramatic moments, the +4 +3 era score moments that exist in the game. So getting that will really help us make sure we're never in the Dark Age situation. Now, where to put it is another question, because we need this camp for the Toa. I don't really want to get rid of that, but it would have been nice next to the theater square. But it needs to be on the river, so maybe you put it down here on the river somewhere, and then maybe get another theater square if a city ends up over here. But we'll figure it out. But I am going to place down the Taj Mahal next. I'm going to grab Amani and put Amani into Antananarivo. It's not really my preferred pick, but if we do come to war with England, it looks like they don't have much to attack us with, whereas Antananarivo might. And so we want to make sure that we have Antananarivo kind of helping us out instead of hurting us. Great engineer going down, walls going up, and we have 3 charges of this great engineer, so maybe I'll use one here, one over here, and then save one for a city we take later that might not have the walls or might not have them to repair. I think that might be a smart idea. Now that we've kind of helped along our boats a little bit, I'm going to put the veterancy card in. The veterancy card here is going to allow us to build this armory a little bit quicker. And once the armory is done, then we will already have the Malon Raider boost. So we want to make sure we're being efficient with our science and culture. If we let that armory finish, we will have this boosted, so we don't want to finish it ourselves. We want to move down into something else. I'm going to head up towards the shipyards next while we're waiting, just because we have so many harbors this game. We're going to want these shipyards going down as quickly as possible. And they give +1 production to all unimproved coast and lake tiles for the city, which can really make some of these kind of lame tiles over here really, really good. We'll head to civil engineering quickly so we can build the Taj Mahal quicker with the skyscrapers card, and then down to nationalism right away, so when we do get the Malon Raiders, they can be Malon Raider cores. And there we are. We boosted into Malon Raiders. Fantastic. That means the armory is complete. Now that the armory is complete, though, we're just going full in, baby. Full in. Give me some of them Malon Raiders. That's what I want. And we're going to get free promotions on them as well. Life is good. We are going to start moving our archers down too, though. They're going to be crossbows by the time we fight with England, but we want to start getting them down there. Now, this is going to be a pretty sweet farm triangle, right? So we're going to chop this out and then make this a really good farm triangle, is my plan. It's my plan of action. I decided to build the Diplo quarter up here because, to be honest, I never know where to put this thing. It is good, though. You do want what it's giving you. 4 gold, 2 culture, 4 faith. It's not a bad... I just don't know ever where to put it, so we're putting it up in Lafkin Mapu. I'm gonna buy out to this niter and get some niter going. Not that I think we need it right now, but when you need niter, if you can get it, you already want it stockpiled up. You don't want to be waiting for it to come in later. So hopefully by the time we need the niter, we'll already have 20 to 40 like stockpiled up so we can get some muskets or bombards right away. We circumnavigated the world, but we're not the first ones to do it, which is a bit of a ripoff. I don't know who was the first one, but that really sucks. So we're short some era score there, which is lame. We're gonna chop this tile right here, and the reason is we want this trader to be finished because we are going to put a +4 theater square right here. So it's interesting to go for a domination or science game that's so heavily focused on culture early on, but that's just how things lined up. When you have this many early game wonders and you have the spaces for the theater squares, you have to put down a +4 theater square. You can't really not do it. And so we're gonna be pretty culture focused this game for sure. I don't think we really need to put the Cahokia Mounds down, but what the Cahokia Mounds do is they give you this +1 housing. The +3 gold is kind of whatever, but they give you the +1 housing. They also give you an amenity for the first one in each city. And so putting 1 Cahokia Mound in each city is kind of like just having the policy card in to have 1 amenity in each city, right? And so, I mean, they're not bad. They're certainly not bad. We can also put down the Chemamol. Chemamol? I don't know how to pronounce that. That's our unique improvement. How does that work again? Culture equal to 75% of the tiles appeal. Right. I mean, that's definitely helpful, especially on a tile like this. Yeah, this is a better chamomile tile on a breathtaking tile, especially because we're not going to be putting seaside resorts there. So let's do that. We'll get the era score. We'll add the culture to it. I think that's totally fine. All right, our first Malon Raiders going in, ladies and gentlemen. The first Malon Raider is in. There we go. Woo! Time to kill people. All right, free promotion right out of the gate here. Let's head down here. We're going to combine these guys together, right? So we want to give them different promotions as well. So much to think about. Well, this is lame because I can't declare war on her yet because we don't have our units ready. I'm going to have to say they're passing by, but I think we're going to have to break that promise, which is really lame. I don't want to be breaking too many promises because it makes everyone else in the game mad at us as well. Not that we can't handle that, but it's just not ideal all the time, you know? Vicky, we're not friends, lady. We're not ever going to be friends again. Ever again. Never. Ever, ever. Well, the sandstorm hates us, which is a little bit unfortunate. What we do have now is we do have the Wonder Production card in. So let's put in production towards all wonders. Absolutely. Still on this extra science and culture, so there's not much else we can do there. We also want unit maintenance is nice. We want the unit upgrade, though. We want the unit upgrade card to go in because we are going to be upgrading all these archers to crossbows as we march our way into... Ooh, another city as we march our way into whatever city this is. This will be the first one we take. I think we'll go and attack as soon as we can buy Beowulf back. I want to say that's in like 3 turns because we have the Oracle. When is that? 850? 850? Yeah, it's 850 here. So a couple more turns. We'll buy a Beowulf. We'll have a couple of crossbows in the area ready to go, and then we can just go and take whatever this is. We'll take this one first. What even is this? This is fun. Okay. We're going to have lots of fun today, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of fun. Making sure we're getting our arrow score from all of our districts still. We have our first +4 harbor in, which is exciting. You need to keep track of which arrow score you're getting from where, because you're gonna have to come up against it at some point in this game, like we did with the Stonehenge, where you're gonna have to figure it out to keep in these golden ages. So it's really good to be keeping track of which arrow score is coming from where. All right, we have 2 Malon Raiders now. We're gonna want more than that. I think what I do want, though, is a couple military engineers. Not because I think I need them particularly. I do want to get these dams built a little bit quicker, though, and military engineers will help with that. It also seems like we're going to be taking... No, there's no encampments here. I was hoping there'd be some encampments in these cities so we can build some units over here as well. We'll have to think about how we want to approach that then. Because I was hoping there'd be a way to build units over here. Oh well, we'll figure it out. All right, Sinbad is gone. That's totally fine. I think we can buy Beowulf back now, so let's start there. Beowulf is back in action, baby. That's 2 arrow score, and he's just gonna run. He's just gonna run it down, just like everyone else, right? Yeah, he's just coming straight down the road. We have our Malon Raider here. I think we're gonna be able to take this city pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I reckon we can declare war now. Let's declare war now on Vicky and start taking out some of these units with the quadremes while we can. Vicky, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this, okay? I didn't want to do this, but I really wanted to do this. We're going to war and we're going to kill all your stuff, and it's going to be so much fun. All right, first up on the kill list is this warrior. Peace out, gentlemen. I am so sorry. Oh, no, and the spearman as well. Oh, baby. Is she at war with anyone else? With the Khmer. What does this dark red line mean? Denounced. Okay, she's been denounced by the Khmer, but they're not actively at war. Can I just, like, hit London with a car? Oh, my goodness, I can pillage trade routes. Come here. Leave. Do it. Leave London. You won't get pillaged, I promise. Oh, heck yeah, bud. If the Colosseum is still available. The easy choice. We don't get to build the Colosseum often. If the Colosseum is still available and we can take it, arrow score and amenities all around, I am a fan. The Colosseum provides 2 of the following: culture, loyalty, per turn, and amenities to each city center within 6 tiles. All right, we're putting it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's like such good value. 4 other cities as well. 5 cities. So it's 5 culture, 5 or 10 culture, 10 amenities. I'm in. I'm so in. And we'll finish Taj Mahal first, so we might get a little bit of extra arrow score for that, hopefully. Uh-oh. They left. Guys, they left. What's... Oh, we're going to plunder the trade route. Oh, I feel so bad. It feels so bad to just have the caravel sitting here. It's just sitting here and it's just waiting. And they can't get their units back either because of the quadremes. This is a tough spot to be in. This is a tough spot to be in. Good. That was a good war declaration. Gonna trade with Vatican City here. Remember, we have Owls of Minerva, so every time we send a trade route to a city-state, it's giving us an envoy there. So we just seized Vatican City, but it's also pumping up this card, this Merchant Confederation card. So every time we send a trade route to a city-state, we get plus 33 gold, or plus 1 per turn on top of this 33, and that's where we're at right now. Very helpful for having a good gold economy this game. Oh, okay, well, they're not really putting up a fight in Leeds here. Is this the government plaza? Oh no, we're taking their government plaza. I feel a little bit bad. I feel at least slightly bad, but not too bad. 21 turns, 158 era score. We're always keeping track of it, always looking at it. Over here though, I think Leeds is Dunskies. I think Leeds is having a bad day for sure. I'm gonna head up to square rigging and industrialization and then down into military science. I normally don't rush down here too quickly, but I really do want, if we're gonna have 1 or 2 cities to build units, I want a military academy in them. We also want railroads at some point too, so maybe just square rigging first. I don't think we're gonna be killing a unit with a musket though, which is unfortunate. I just don't think we have a warrior up here. But like by the time we bring it down to where the battle is, yeah, it's probably not worth it. So I think we're just going at it, hard teching it. Whenever you have your first couple of great people, you want to make sure they're going in the city with Pingala in them, so his grants promotion is giving you extra great person points. Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. Not great person points, extra culture. It's giving you the extra 15% culture. Sorry. It's early. It's early. The point still stands. Put them in your Pingala city first. I'm gonna cry. I'm tired. I mean, yeah, this guy's whole shindig is just build units. That's all you're good. That's all you're doing. That's all you're gonna do for the rest of the game is just build units, mate. All right, so this crossbow's going down. That's unfortunate. Oh, she's building the Colosseum, hey? Well, I think we're gonna take that. As much as I appreciate that you're building the Colosseum, I think we're gonna be taking the Colosseum. Leeds rebels in 3 turns, so we have to take Sheffield pretty quickly. I have faith that we can take Sheffield rather quick. We can definitely move Victor down. We have no need for Victor up here, although the promotions are nice. The promotions are nice. Can we move Amani out of Antananarivo? Maybe that's our play. Oh yeah, we're good. We can move Amani out of Antananarivo, so we'll do that. And there we are. 9 turns to take Sheffield will be easy peasy. Easy peasy, I tell ya. And then we'll get 5 era score for... That'll be 5 era score for fully eliminating her too. Or 6 if you have Taj Mahal. That's all so exciting. Oh, we found the runaway army. We found them. There's no hiding. I certainly want 100% production towards harbor districts if we can get that. See if Vicky can get the extra grievances as well. Wow. We have the extra grievances. Boo. We did get the harbor though, so that's fine. Oh, I think that settler earlier was for the Giant's Causeway settle for the era score. That's probably what that was. After Taj Mahal, let's grab a settler quick. I bet you that's what it was. Yeah, 2 turns, 3 turns. We'll put the settler card in and we'll grab a settler really fast. I might even just buy it here. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I just didn't realize that's what it was. That's definitely what it was. I remember now. All right, I think we're set up here. We have the Malon Raider. We have Beowulf able to attack the city. This musket's going to help. We have 2 crossbows coming in. We have another Malon Raider to combine for a core next turn. So that should be perfect. I don't have any units to upgrade, so we'll see if there's anything else in here that might be helpful. Probably Maneuver would be nice if we're going to be building more units, right? Especially more Malon Raiders. Maneuver's probably feeling pretty good. We still need the Wonder card in, so that's okay. What else were we going to put in? The Settler card, too. Production Awards Settlers. Plus 50% production. What do you take out for that, though? I think you just buy the Settler. I think it's annoying, but I think for the era score, it's worth it. I think you straight up just buy the Settler here. What is it, 1,400? That hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as not getting the era score and finding yourselves in a Dark Age. Sweet, so we're all done up here. I'm actually going to take Reina, and I'm going to put Reina in a Piri Mapu. I think this is a good city candidate, either this or Puel Mapu. No, not Puel Mapu. I think it's this city. I think this city here is a good candidate for one city that has both a commercial hub and a and a harbor, because we're going to dam this river so we can put the commercial hub here and the harbor, and then Reyna can double that all up. You typically don't want commercial hubs and harbors in the same city because they don't both give you a trade route. You only get one trade route or the other, but in one city with Reyna it can be quite good. If you guys weren't aware as well, military engineers can also use their production here to help build dams and flood barriers and kind of finish them up for you. So feel free to make sure you have military engineers as you're putting these dams down. All right, so these guys have different promotions. This one here has combat when attacking ranged and siege units. This one here has combat versus anti-cavalry, and if you combine them together here, what you're going to get is a core unit that has both promotions. So if you know you're going to be combining units together, it is quite helpful to make sure they have different promotions, just so the promoted unit or the combined unit gets both of them. Yeah, Sheffield's going. Sheffield's done. This is just all so unfortunate if you're Vicky. I don't know what Vicky's plan was this game, but I'm sure it wasn't this. All right, so Saladin's all mad now. They're all grumpy because we're getting double grievances here. America's happy with us though.
Did you ever build a
America's stoked. And we got the Taj Mahal, the best wonder in the game for dramatic ages.
Wonder of ages.
Heck yeah, brother. Coffee's good. We got the Taj Mahal. We're killing Vicky. Life is grand. Yeah, I think we combine. Do we want a core here? I think these guys probably have Garrison. Garrison, yeah. I don't know if I want to combine these two into a core. More than happy to just kind of take Sheffield, though. So now Leeds will be fine. So we keep Sheffield, and then we move Amani up. Or to Sheffield, sorry. From Leeds to Sheffield. And then we take London real fast. And there's a settler sneaking off. How cool. Oh, now the Khmer are mad at us. Everyone's just very upset. Everyone's very upset. They're wanting our money. Look, if we can all just calm down. If we could all just calm down a little bit here. Like, it's not as bad as it seems. Did we take Sheffield? Yes. But we didn't take any unnecessary casualties in the process, which I feel like people aren't remembering. All right, London. The bridges are falling down. You know what? Let's actually core this guy up so we can upgrade to a frigate later. We'll core this bad boy, or if it's not a core, what is it called? A fleet. We're gonna fleet this bad boy. And then we should be good here. I'm now just realizing that this card is not helping me build any of my units quicker. Where is, one second, where do you even find that other cavalry card then? It must be with a government. Monarchy? Oh, it is with Monarchy. So we need Monarchy to build the Malon Raiders quicker. I mean, I want Huili Mapu to just be pumping out units, so yeah. Oh, that feels pretty bad. That feels pretty bad. I should have read what I was putting in there. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. I think we'll go industrial zone adjacency for now, though. Weird that it's a red card. Still not used to that, but that's okay. Yeah, Beowulf just does so much damage here, hey? And then a 3 promo Malon Raider Corps just does loads as well. So London's going to be ours next turn, which is perfect because then we can just take Liverpool the turn after. Yeah, we're going to want to... Hey, you can build units down here too, hey? Like, this is a really good settle here with a great harbor. And you can just spam units down for the Spear of Fion boost as well. She did build an encampment. She did do it. That's really, really good for us so we can build some units over here, maybe. All right, so that's London. Ooh, and we stole the Machu Picchu, so that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal because stealing the Machu Picchu gives us all those mountain adjacency for districts, right? So now we can put a really good commercial hub right here, or a theater square right here. Not that we really have the room for it, but there's some mountains around that we want to keep track of. Interesting. All right. Yeah, then do we just go and take Liverpool right away? I suppose. Why not just run straight for it? 315 production towards wonder construction. We shall take you. Do we want to use it on the Colosseum quick? Probably, just to make sure we have it. So let's grab that. Yo! It's going to be a nice little bit of amenities for us.
When Rome falls, the world shall fall.
Nice little bit of amenities for us at a good time because our war weariness is probably starting to tick up a little bit as well. Nice little bit of era score too. Fantastic stuff. Feels great. Once we eliminate her as well, we're going to get 5 era score, and that's going to put us in a golden age. So we already have the golden age set, which is great. Do I want this city? I don't want this city for 1,400 gold. I don't think I want it for 1,400 gold. Now I can put the settler card in, though. Now I can put the settler card in and get that settler in an easier way. So we'll do that. So she wants to make peace now. I am refusing because we need to eliminate her. The era score is far too high. All right, so we can now build. There's a lot that just happened. This Malon Raider's getting promoted. Cool. We can now build. Ooh, and oh, we already in Merchant Republic. Sorry. We can put the card in here. Although I do like the industrial zone adjacency. Hey, how much? What am I building in my industrial zone cities? Ooh, quite a bit. Definitely like a helpful amount. Yeah, maybe we keep that card in. Get another encampment up here. I don't think I need to build too many more units this second either. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, 15. Yeah, you're going to stay in. We're going to take the wonder card out, though. We're going to put the settler card in. And then we're going to build one more settler. I think I'm going to head towards neighborhoods pretty quickly. It's not somewhere I typically rush, but I think in this game we are going to have some cities that are going to be approaching kind of that 15 population level soon, and we'll probably need them, so we'll head up there. I'm going to use the last charge of this guy to build the mausoleum here whenever we can. We need builders too, hey? Maybe after the settler card, we grab the builder card. Ooh, you know what? I can steal this settler and use it. Yeah, sorry. We don't need the settler card. No, we've wasted our time. We don't need the settler card. Can I switch out? Do I have an easy switch in here? 2 turns. Yeah, we're going to get a 2-turn switch in so I can switch the cards out. Oh, no, a hurricane. Leave me alone. Go away. Please go away. Don't hurt us like this. Right, so Beowulf's coming in. Can we just take it? Yeah, she's gone. She's done, skis. Boom! Easy. EZ-PZ.
And England, thank Providence, will ascend again.
That is a lie. Survey says that is a lie. She's gone, and we got our 6 era score. So this is normally 5 era score, but because of the Taj Mahal, it's 6. So it's that's why the Taj Mahal is so good, is all that extra era score you get throughout the game is going to be very helpful on Dramatic Ages mode. We will be keeping Liverpool, and now we're set up. Now it's time to calm down. 11 turns till the end of the era. Let's wait. Maybe we take Hull quickly. Maybe we come in and fight the Khmer a little bit and take Hull. If we can do that within 10. Right, but at some point we just got to sit and be comfortable and start building up from here. Because if we keep going to war too quickly, we're going to keep having a lot of amenity problems. So what we want here is Harbor Master with Reina, and that's going to double the adjacency bonuses. And then once we get this commercial hub down here, we are going to double the 3 and double the 3 here. So that'll be an extra 6 gold per turn coming in, which is good. We like that. All right, so the change we're making in here right now is Public Works in for the settler card, so we can grab a few more builders, and those builders have a few more charges. And this is where this mod is really helpful for kind of learning what's good and what's not good. What's interesting is we're getting plus 15 gold from this card, and that looks really great, but Triangular Trade, a card that I never think of as very good, it would give us 24 gold and 6 faith, so it's totally worth it to swap that card out to get a little more gold here. I'm gonna grab one archaeological museum. You want an archaeological museum for every couple art museums, just to, well, kind of for the spice of life, but also because you want the different types of artwork and what are they called, artifacts in your great works section here. I think I'm gonna upgrade this quadrine fleet to a frigate fleet here, and I wonder if Hull is just really takeable really quickly. Now, if they're in a Dark Age next era, that's going to be a little bit tougher, but I am wondering if we can just kind of start going to war with the Khmer instead of waiting. We're going to try and take Hull and see what happens, I think. Oh, no! Ah, leave me alone! Oh, dear, oh me, oh my. Coming in hot. The volcanoes are coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. They're not messing around. All right, we're gonna have to fix that quick. Oh, jeez. All right, one of the things that did just happen, though, is we did get our ability to buy factories in here. And so that's what we've been saving up all this gold for. We're gonna buy a factory right here. And that's gonna give some production to some of the nearby cities. And then we're gonna buy a factory in Wenti Mapu in a couple of turns when we can as well. I'm gonna go halfway into steam power because I do want the railroads. We have the military engineer kind of ready anyway. We actually need coal first for that. We just unlocked coal. Where the coal at? You need iron and coal. We got the iron. Oh, it's right under here. So we do have coal. Oh, good. Oh, we have lots. We have lots of coal. Good, good, good. So we are going to have railroads right away. We'll go halfway. We are building 2 shipyards, so that won't be a problem to boost that out. Might as well head to mobilization for armies. Not really sure what else to do right now. Grab an armory quick here. We're gonna turn our capital into a unit building city. We should also maybe even grab a builder quickly as well. How many turns? 2 turns on a builder, yeah. Because we want this coal. There's a few other kind of knickknacks we want to be working around here as well. I'm going to build a spy quickly here. If you build a spy in the city that has the promoted victor, it'll start with a free promotion as well. So we'll do that, and then we'll focus again on building units here. My man's coming in with such a good deal. He's going to give us the Art of War for 20 iron and horse. Sure, man. Do it, dude. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, my guy. Whatever you're vibing with. Yeah, we are going to declare war, Khmer. I do apologize for this inconvenience. We're going to try and take Hull. Hull, you know what? Hull was never your city. Hull is definitely a British city. So, you know what? Get out of here. Oh, we don't even... we don't even need these guys. We don't even need them. We're just cruising in with the boats. This is a boat take. Gain 500 science for each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. Our friend the Khmer has already settled the Giant's Causeway. Well, not really. He's not really settled it. So I can send a great scientist here for 1,000. 1,000's probably worth taking. Man, I am not an entertainment complex guy, but just the way this game is set up. Sometimes you have to play Civ, and sometimes you have to let Civ play you. Just the way this entertainment complex right here is set up. Wouldn't you just want to put it there for the adjacency to 2 theater squares? It's hard to say no to that. Now, the worry is that Khmer is going to go into a Dark Age. So once we take Hull, if he goes into a Dark Age, we're going to have a few more problems. Because he does have walls, and we don't have any siege units, right? So Hull will be an easy capture. Now, is it even keepable? That's the next thing, right? Like, is Hull even a keepable city? I have no idea. Yeah, so this is perfect. We're already running out of room here, so we can just grab a neighborhood. We don't have a lot of high appeal tiles for it either. +4, +5 under a volcano feels real bad. +5 next to the city feels fine. I'd rather chop that, though, so we'll grab a builder. Grab a builder quick. Well, we have the card in as well. We might as well. We can buy this factory up here now, I believe. Yeah, factory 1320, so we want to do that. That's going to give the factory bonus to these 2 cities as well, so that'll be a little more production in these 2. It won't give the factory bonus here because it's already getting the factory bonus from this one. But I mean, in terms of how to play a game of Civ, right? We're not... Oh, Saladin's got 304 science. That's pretty bad. But we have 313 culture, and that's pretty good. So we're not terribly behind. 304 science is a lot, I will admit. All right, so we stole the builder and the city. Now, what we don't know is whether or not... One second. Let's move Amani up. I want to get Amani back in a city state, but we can move her up and across here. What I don't know is whether he's going into a golden age or a dark age. So before I continue any farther, I think we're going to have to wait and find out. Yeah, he's got some pretty hefty walls here. That's not ideal. We can buy Sinbad back and do some damage. I don't think that's particularly helpful. Yeah, maybe it's best to just wait. Next turn he'll tell us anyway. Hercules would be a pretty big deal for us. I really like Wukong as well. I'm trying to think, do we need to build more districts though? Like the answer is yes. But Wukong just kind of running around causing a ruckus starts to feel really good. Don't need to power up yet. Hercules or Wukong? I think on the whole, I'd rather have Wukong in this game. I think a lot of the districts we already need are down. All right, let's see. What's it gonna be? Dark Age firm or not? Who knows? Are we putting a Cahokia Mounts here? I think we are. Sure. Why not? We'll see. Also, maybe everyone else will declare war on me. Ooh, Saladin's in the game, baby. Ooh, okay. All right, so this is bad. Everyone else in a Dark Age. No! Yo! Why? Why? Good news is, cities are easier to keep. Bad news is we don't get our +10 bonus against any of these people. That starts to feel bad. That starts to feel bad rather quickly. Oh, man. I'm gonna save this great merchant for a corporation. So we don't need to worry about that. We have a bunch of shipyards coming in all over the place. So yeah, another one here. So this is going to get boosted. That's good. Now we can start building some more units in here. We do want this neighborhood to go down as well. Let's build a unit first. +5. Yeah, that's fine. +5 is good. We also we will start to need some counter spies here as well. Do I still want Malon Raiders? I think we need a few siege units. But we haven't unlocked bombards yet. We need a few siege units though, because we can combine the siege units with flight here and get an extra range on them. So let's go there next. I think I wouldn't mind a few Malon Raiders though, just to make Malon Raider armies. Oh, I can get Hercules in 5 turns and Wukong in 5 turns. I shall be doing that, absolutely. Let's get Valletta under our control so we're not at war with them anymore. Thank you. That's also era score, which is great. Be putting a farm triangle here in Leeds to get Leeds kind of popping off. This is going to be a very high population game for us, for sure. I don't need to mess with the Khmer for right now. We'll just back off. We don't need any more war weariness. Let's just hang out. We also don't know what Saladin's going to do. He might start sending boats across here. We should actually, once this shipyard is done, where is it? Here, we should actually really start spamming out boat units. Maybe use it for Venetian Arsenal instead of Mausoleum. The great engineer we still have. It's a good Mausoleum city, though. I'm putting it down. I'm still doing Mausoleum. Finish the lighthouse first. I think we will need to bring some of our boats out here. Maybe repurchase Sinbad. I think you repurchase Sinbad to defend this area. Sinbad, you're coming in hot. And you're coming in over here. We do have this culture industry card that'll give us an extra 38 culture per turn. I think I want the 38 culture over the 24 gold. Absolutely. Almost 400 culture is so ridiculous. That is truly wild. That is truly ridiculous how much culture we have. The science will start building up soon. America's like, thanks for not murdering me. I appreciate that. You know what, America? No problem. All right, railroads are boosted, baby. Let's start putting them down. Let's start in the encampment here. Let's get another military engineer here. We want railroads everywhere. You got to be able to move the army. Everywhere you go, you got to be able to move the army. Can we get a military engineer here too? We can't buy one here because no armory. That feels bad. Grants a free copy of the luxury. Yes. What do we not have? Do we not have any whales? I don't think we do. Let's grab whales then. Oh yeah, we do. We do have one. I'll take the copy of whales. So trading here with Antananarivo will give us 2 envoys, so that's a bonus. Our spy here is starting with a free promotion. I do want to counter spy for sure, because I want to put this spy into Stogie's dedicated party city so that they don't take out Pingala. And here, we're just going to start with railroads. We're just going to build railroads everywhere, as many as I can grab. I don't want another Malon Raider, I don't think. I do want the bombards in 2 turns. While we're waiting, grab another military engineer. We need to start getting those railroads, like, pumping out. And we need lots of military engineers to do that. Have we hit 400 culture yet? I want to hit 400. 400 is just such a nice number. We're using our builder card here to great effect to make sure we're getting farm triangles in areas where they can't flood. So a couple of chops here. We're getting Wukong and Hercules down, which is just ridiculous. So our empire is really going to start to go here. We're already at 400 culture. We have a good faith economy. We're about to start pumping out railroads everywhere to move our units around. I think this is a good start to the end of the game here. Ooh, a spy from Arabia was killed in Willy Mapu. Get out of here. We didn't even counter spy yet either. We didn't even counter spy yet. We did hit 400 culture though, which is great. Yeah, so we're going to travel here and we are going to grab our friend Pingala. We're going to hold him close. We're going to cuddle him a little bit. We're going to make sure that he's all right. We got a cool, look at that railroad coming in hot here. So we're just going to connect our railroads through all our cities. We want to connect them to the shoreline here as well, so we can just zoom units in and out. And now I want to find some people to kill with Sinbad pretty badly. This entertainment complex is going to go down, and that's going to feel great. There we go. Ooh, armies. All right, let's combine these guys together to make an army. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, that feels good. All right, we're just using Beowulf before he dies to do a little bit of pillaging for us. He's got 3 turns left, so I think that's fine to just come in here and do that. Yeah, now it's time to just kind of pop off with an army, right? Grab ballistics, grab flight, just start really ruining everyone's day. It's kind of the plan. Field cannon armies are not something to be messed with, I don't think. Although we do want I think we do want military academies. I never really come down here early. Let's come down here early this game. It's not something I normally do. Let's grab military academies. Let's try and not use planes as much this game. Let's try and win via less. We're gonna use bombers and nukes and all that, I'm sure. But I kind of want to try going down for military academies and seeing how they feel. Fascism is starting to feel pretty good here, but 4 policy cards for military sucks. That's not great. I think overall it's probably where we want to head to, though. Getting to indoctrination is really, really good. 2 spy capacity, cities gain 4 loyalty per turn, and 1 amenity when your spy is in their territory. All of that feels great. All of that feels great. Opening up that extra wildcard slot for us. Now that I think about it, that also helps make fascism less bad. That makes fascism feel a little less bad. I'm going to start building some bombards in our capital here. I do want some siege units to mix with observation balloons, and that'll kind of be the next big push we have. We'll build some bombard armies and grab a what's it called? A observation balloon, and then they can hit all the cities from pretty far away, so that'll be helpful. I think Wukong can start just kind of pillaging Arabia's territory. I want to get him to slide in here and start pillaging things in an area with someone who's really far ahead. So we'll get Wukong to come over here and start kind of doing what Wukong does best. All right, Beowulf has 1 turn left anyway, so whether he gets hit or dies naturally doesn't matter. We're going to get that last pillage in for him. I do want to start buying some of these science-y buildings in some of these cities we took over. I believe there's a university here we can grab. Exactly, that's perfect. Anything here? Shipyard in 7 anyway. Art museum, archaeological museum already going in. So you just want to kind of check through and see, well, what could I build here? What would be helpful? You have all this gold, you might as well spend it, right? Ragul Mapu is just missing this +6 industrial zone, which is ridiculous, but that's perfect. We'll get that going and start pumping up that city a little bit. All right, and I think that is a great spot to leave this video. We did a little bit of dominating today. Victoria's gone. We took over Hull as well. The Khmer are next. We're just waiting for the railroads to come in and for us to build some siege units so we can take them a little bit easier. The science is lacking, but we have so much culture to make up for it. I think it's fine. And the science will start pumping up as we build more campuses, take over more cities, things like that. So I'm not worried about this at all. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.